Hi everyone. This is a database that I built in Excel. Building it, I've had to do a lot of work with Excel. I also use R to analyze the information. So the data has to be transferred from Excel to R. Although this was a pretty easy process once I knew what I was doing, there were a couple of areas I thought were a bit confusing at first. Because R is so commonly used for statistical analysis, importing data into it is a really useful skill to have. If you're like me and you have a database in Excel that you'd like to look at in R, you need to know how to save and import the file in the correct format. This video is going to show you how to do exactly that. In my case, my content has headers that need to be ignored when I import it into R. Since most spreadsheets tend to have headers, it's important to understand how to correctly import this type of data into R. It must be saved as a comma-separated value, or a CSV file. Basically, it's a file that uses commas to tell the program how to separate your data. To make your CSV file in Excel, go to File, and then Save As. Save it in a place that you will remember. I'm going to save mine to the desktop. Where it says Save as Type, choose the drop-down and select CSV, delimited. Save the file. If it prompts you, click Yes. Now we have the CSV file that we need and can go import it into R. Here we're in RStudio. You'll notice that I just opened it and haven't written any scripts yet. Before we begin writing the script, I'm going to set my working directory. This means that I'm going to tell R where exactly to find the CSV file that we just created. Click these three dots and find where you put your file. Mine is on the desktop. You should see your file here in the list. Choose More and Set as Working Directory. You can see that it worked, and now R knows where to look for your file. We're going to declare a variable for our imported data. You can name this variable anything you want, but it can't have a space. I'm calling mine trip data. The angle bracket and dash form an arrow that tells R what to store for the variable. We want R to read our CSV file, so we'll use the read.csv command. Then we use parentheses and type the exact name of our file. In my case, it's Ethiopia Birding Trip Reports.csv. Some data you import into R may contain elements that you don't want to be considered data. You'll remember that my data has headers. Now, because these aren't actual data, we want to tell R to treat these cells as headers. We're going to insert a comma and use the header equals T command and close our parentheses. If your data doesn't have headers, you can ignore this part of the script entirely. Press enter and you can see that our data is now in R. To view our data, type the name of the variable and press enter. You can see here that our data has been imported. Because my data set is very large, R won't display everything on the console window. In my case, it didn't display a lot of rows, but the data is there and has been imported correctly into R. I hope that you have learned something from this video, and I wish you the best of luck with R. Thanks for watching.